Hey guys, what's going on? Just going to take a look at Hedera. I'm currently on the weekly time frame, but before I get into the details, a couple things. Number one, if you're not subscribed, click subscribe, click the bell, click on all. If you don't do the last two steps, you won't actually get the notifications when I release new videos. Also, if you want an exchange to trade HBAR or pretty much any of the other coins that I talk about, I put a link to two exchanges in the pinned comment and the description. One of them is the one I'm currently using, but by the end of the month, they're going to start requiring KYC. So I put a link to another one. The new one does not require KYC, and they're also offering some pretty enticing sign-up bonuses. So if you click the link, you can see the bonuses that they're offering. But yeah, that's another option if you don't want to submit all your personal information to an exchange. Okay, so back to HBAR. I covered this coin about 9 days ago. Actually, I've covered this coin maybe about in 10 different videos. And these are the levels, like all these here, that I've given you. And the price is currently responding to pretty much all of these levels. So I'll just kind of give you a quick recap of them. So obviously, if you want to trade HBAR, I recommend that you draw this downsloping level of resistance on your chart. Okay, so just connect from this wick and then connect it down. So yeah, just look at my chart and maybe just replicate that. The next diagonal trend line is going to be the support region right here. So it initiates here. So you have these two touches from it here. Connects right here at this wick, and just yeah, drag it across. Hopefully this one doesn't come into play again. Hopefully the price doesn't come back down. But if it does, then you could look to this line as a potential level of support. Okay, so in addition to those two lines, I recommend that you draw a few horizontal trend lines. Okay, so just take your horizontal trend line tool and go to the weekly time frame, and the first level, identify the kind of like the peak of this range where these candle bodies are, and just paste it right there. And if I extend it, you'll see that this was support right here, strong resistance right here. So obviously with this price history, this level serving as strong level of support here and resistance here. Then if the price makes its way back up here, you can look to this to be a potential resistance, right? And that's it, 0.0872. Okay, the next level that I recommend that you draw is going to be a horizontal line. Okay, identify this cluster right here of these candle bodies and just paste the line right at the bottom of these candle bodies right here. Okay, and then if I kind of expand, you'll see that this level has a lot of history dating back all the way here. So it was the top of these wicks, okay? And then it was kind of like the mid point, the mid level between these two candles here. And then if I extend further back out to where we just were, the price is really responding to this level. So you see, these are weekly candles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So about a month and a half right here. This level was supporting these candles. So you see that the price would come below it. But by the time the weekly candle closed on Sunday evening, the buyers would step in to defend this level. This is the level that they were all watching, okay? So you see we have the wick down, but the candle bodies were being supported by this level. Now, when we broke below it, when the candle body broke below it, look what happened here. This former level of support was serving as the resistance, right? So you see the price would come above it, but come Sunday evening, the bears would come in and sell off, and the candle bodies would close below it. So here's 1 month of price action right here, where the price would come above, and then come Sunday evening, the bears would step in, sell down, and yeah, this horizontal level would serve as the resistance, okay? Eventually, it couldn't break it, and then we dump back down. So long history of both support and resistance at this level, and I have this marked at around 0.0613. Okay, the next level I recommend that you draw if you're going to trade HBAR is going to be this horizontal line right here. And where I would recommend that you paste that, just at the lower wick of this candle right here. So I'll kind of zoom out so you can see where it is. Paste the trend line right here. Actually, not financial advice, but this is just what I have done. I'm just showing you what I have done. So yeah, this is where I paste this trend line, and you'll see that it's just like very, very relevant. So if I look to the left, it was the top of these two candle bodies here. It was resistance right here, 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 and then it was support, obviously, right here and here. Here, just a long history of both support and resistance at this level. And the price for that level I have is 0.0545. Okay, now let's dial it into the most recent price action here. So you see that I have a couple diagonal support trend lines. So for the first one, draw just basically underneath these two candle bodies and just drag it across. So it was support here, and then it was support. It's currently support right where we are right now. In addition, here I'll change the time frame for this one. So let's go to the daily, And then there's a trend line up here. This was a support line, so it was support here, 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 all the way through. So I still recommend that you draw this on your chart, because now that we're under it, this will potentially be a level of resistance, right? So broken support will oftentimes serve as a level of resistance, right? So if the price comes up here, you can look to this to be a potential region where you can short. Okay, now I'm going to move it back out to the weekly time frame. And let's kind of recap. So in the last video I made, we were right here. The price was coming down, and I said that we're sitting on an important level of support. Actually, we were sitting on several support regions, right? So we had this down sloping level of resistance that we recently broke out, and now we're coming down to retest it. So if you've been watching this channel for a while, or you know pretty much anything about TA, is that when you have a long-term resistance level that breaks, more often than not, the price is going to come down to retest it. And that's just what we're doing right now. So the price broke out, came up here, got rejected by this horizontal resistance line that I recommended that you draw. So you see basically the price came all the way up, and look how accurate this was. Seller stepped in before Sunday evening, sold it all the way back down, candle body closed below it, and then the following week, again, candle body closed below it. Price came up, but yeah, rejected again. So you have these two big rejections, then a big dump, but we dumped right back down to retest this formal level of resistance, which is currently serving as a support region. And this was interesting because we had this broken level of resistance that we're retesting, but it aligned with this upsloping level of support, right? So we're on the third week right now where this level is still holding, right? So you see on this second candle here, the price came down, but the candle body closed above this critical region right here. So where these two support lines intersect, candle body closed, this level was salvaged. And now this current week, I mean, we're only on Wednesday, but we had a dump, right? But the buyers have already stepped in to defend the level and push the price all the way back up here. So this level is being defended. So again, if you want to trade HBAR, you definitely want to have this level marked on your chart. And a break of this and candle body starting to close below here is going to be trouble. If that happens, then the next level of support I would look to would be down here. But that's going to be unfortunate because it's going to put us back under all these levels of resistance. It'll be much more beneficial if we stay above it and we have this base of support underneath us, right? So once you have all these levels marked, the potential levels of resistance to the upside become pretty obvious. You see that as the price came up here to this horizontal region, seller stepped in, they were looking at this level, sold off. We have this big wick, but the price does seem pretty strong, right? So the next level beyond this horizontal line, as I mentioned, is going to be this former level of support. Look for this to be the next level of resistance if this line breaks, okay? Then obviously what you want to see, okay, I'm on the daily time frame, so you see like the price is just kind of cutting through this horizontal level of resistance. But if I go to the weekly, so what I just showed you on the daily time frame where the price looked like it was just cutting through and not respecting this horizontal trend line, well, now I'm on the weekly and you'll see this horizontal trend line is the key level that the market makers were looking at. So you know, if we're able to break above these levels of resistance and then close a weekly candle body above this line, above 0.0614, that's going to be my cue personally to look for a long position up to the next target. Until then, just considering the trade range is quite small and we're under these two resistance levels here, I'm not looking for short-term trades on Hedera. Of course, I have my long-term position, but that's meant to be sold maybe late 2024 or 2025. But what I'm looking at on the Hedera chart for a potential long position is a candle body close above this horizontal line, okay? And again, that's 0.0616. Weekly candle body close above here, I'm going to target the next region all the way up to a little bit over 8 cents. Okay, so that's just a quick update on Hedera. From the last video, this level of support that I mentioned is holding and all looks pretty good. Anyway, if you found the video helpful, smash the like button. If you want to get notified when I release more in the future, click subscribe, click the bell, click on all. And if you want an exchange to trade, I put links to 2 exchanges in the pinned comment and the description. One is the one I'm currently using. KYC is going to be coming in about 2 weeks. But maybe check out the alternative because they're offering some pretty good sign-up bonuses. Anyway, have a good day. Take care. Bye.